I've been asked about the Samsung A54 versus the Samsung S23 a lot, so let's talk about these two phones in this video. Good day, you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your life in style. Today's video talks about two very hot Samsung devices, the Samsung S23 and the Samsung A54. We're going to be looking at these two phones side by side, and we're even going to go as far as compare photos and videos they take. But let's take a step back for a little bit. We're comparing the Samsung A54, Samsung's mid-range powerhouse. Certainly a big deal because with this device, you get a lot of power pack features at a fraction of the flagship cost. On the other hand, we have the Samsung S23 base version, the most affordable of the Samsung lineup when it comes to their flagships. Let's take a look at these two phones a little closer. So we have the two phones here. Obviously, they look very similar in terms of design. One main thing though about these two phones that you can clearly see the difference is that the S23 has this matte back, which is really nice and premium. Meanwhile, the A54 has this glossy back. Both phones are Gorilla Glass, except this S23 device is Gorilla Glass Victus and the A54 is Gorilla Glass 5. The S23 also features armor aluminum borders, which should be more durable versus the plastic frame of the A54. Obviously, this phone feels a little bit premium, but this A54 doesn't feel cheap at all. Not really much of a difference. They both have good in-hand feel. As you can see though, the S23 is a little bit smaller. It's actually the S23 Plus that's pretty much the same size with the A54. Now the size difference is more apparent with the screen. Obviously, the S23 features a 6.1-inch screen versus the bigger screen of the A54. S23 features a dynamic AMOLED display with 120Hz HDR10+ versus the Super AMOLED display of the A54, also 120Hz with HDR10. Both have in-display fingerprint scanners. Both have these volume rockers on the side and lock button at the bottom of those volume rockers. At the bottom, speakers, USB-C. You have the SIM tray for the S23 here, and on the other side is a clean slide. Up top, you have the SIM tray for the A54. Now, the A54 also has a micro SD slot. Obviously, because the A54 is a bigger phone, it also packs a bigger 5,000 mAh battery versus the 3,900 mAh battery of the S23. But the S23 features 25-watt fast charging, 15-watt wireless charging, and 4.5-watt reverse wireless charging versus a 25-watt wired charging only that the A54 offers. Again, these two run on different chips. The S23, of course, is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. That is a flagship chip versus the Exynos 1380 on the A54. I will say though that despite this not being a flagship chip, it's not a phone that's slow or laggy. Simultaneously, which I assure you is not an easy task for someone so easily distracted like me, but anything for you beautiful people. Now obviously we have two different camera systems on these phones, with the S23 repping a better system, but like, how big of a difference will it make in actual output? Let's see. We're repping that 3x optical zoom on the dedicated telephoto camera, which the A54 does not have. So for this phone, we have wide 1x, 3x, and it can zoom to 10x and even as far as 30x. As for the A54, we get wide 1x, 2x, and a zoom up until 10x. S23 can zoom till 12x while the A54 can do 10x zoom, and the difference in quality is quite noticeable at this point. And that was our look at the Samsung S23 side by side, the Samsung A54. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Let me know which phone you think is best for you. Let me know if this is a type of video you'd like to see more of on this channel. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, find me online. That's isadoes_ on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Until next time.